Internet mistakes tend to take on lives of their own, finding their way across oceans and living on forever in memes and GIFs. Or is it GIFs? It's GIFs. Anyway, sometimes these mishaps spotlight the darkness that comes with being online, but there are more whimsical moments as well. Here are some of the most hilarious internet mishaps from the past decade that hopefully didn't get anyone fired, even though some of them probably did. Let's do this. First up, the sad, sinister truth behind the mysterious snake people. The 2010s were the decade when millennials were accused of destroying everything from napkins to cereal to golf, and that was just in 2016. It's no wonder then that Eric Bailey created a browser extension that automatically changed the word millennials to snake people. They're evil, I tells ya. But the browser extension also swapped out other words, leading to an iconic New York Times correction. In a 2018 story titled President Trump's Exaggerated and Misleading Claims on Trade, the Times included the following quote: "America's trade deficit narrowed dramatically during the time of shedding and cold rocks." Now, the shedding and cold rocks part is snake people speak for the Great Recession. Senior editor Justin Bank wrote about his use of the snake people extension, saying that while it was embarrassing, he still condoned the use of these quote-unquote goofy diversions. As for Bailey, who created it, he told Gizmodo computers were a mistake. So take that. Fox has all the stuff-related news. Lorem ipsum is a fake Latin text that professionals use as a placeholder when laying out web pages, brochures, and stuff. The letters TK are also used to mean to come, as in these words aren't ready yet, so don't hit publish yet. Well, someone at Fox News used neither, and instead inserted the much more interesting "wee stuff, yo, and here is some stuff for yo" into headlines and paragraphs on a web page prototype. Somehow, all that gibberish briefly made it onto Fox News' main page during routine site maintenance. The mistake was quickly fixed, but for a short time, the homepage had revived a story about World Zombie Day. So Tay-gry. Apparently, artificial intelligence goes Nazi when the whole garbage in, garbage out model is allowed to take hold. Microsoft released a chatbot named Tay on Twitter in 2016, and trolls inundated it with racist, anti-Semitic, sexist slurs. Unfortunately, Tay parroted the tormentors, and Microsoft hurriedly took the bot offline after less than a day. Having learned its lesson, Microsoft then released Zo, a tamer chatbot that doesn't do politics. No way, EA. In 2017, Electronic Arts released Star Wars Battlefront 2. Fans were dismayed with the game's long grind times and use of paid loot boxes. They were complaining on Reddit, and an EA account responded, quote, "The intent is to provide players with a sense of pride and accomplishment for unlocking different heroes," end quote. And they said that the company appreciated the candid feedback and the passion the community has put forth. That passion was on full display when the comment received over 683,000 downvotes. It now has the dubious distinction of a Guinness World Record for most downvoted Reddit comment. EA ended up suspending microtransactions before the game was released, proving that every downvote counts. Oopsie McOopsface. This has got to be my favorite one. Look, back in the 18th century, Captain George Vancouver went around naming locations and sites after his ship, HMS Discovery. There's a Discovery Passage, Island, Bay, and Port. And if we still did things that way, you might one day sail through Boaty McBoatface Sea. In 2016, Britain's Natural Environment Research Council thought to itself, hey, let's let the internet have a go at naming a polar research ship. What could possibly go wrong? Into that optimism stumbled James Hand, who came up with Boaty McBoatface. Yes, I'm serious. With over 100,000 votes, Boaty McBoatface was the contest's clear winner, but it was not to be. The NERC went with the much more dignified RRS Sir David Attenborough, but the Boaty moniker lives on as the name of one of the ship's submersibles. Godspeed, you noble vessel. Bye-bye, baby. For years, Justin Bieber's Baby was YouTube's most disliked video. Then YouTube's own creation unseated the reigning champ. The 2018 version of YouTube Rewind now has over 17 million dislikes, far surpassing the 10 million Baby took years to accumulate. The backlash to 2018's Rewind was fast and fierce. Creator Marquez Brownlee gave a detailed breakdown about what went wrong. Viewers and stars had certain expectations, and instead, YouTube seemed to be catering to advertisers, shoving in cameos by Will Smith, Trevor Noah, and John Oliver, while leaving out some of the site's biggest, albeit controversial, creators. The rest was a chaotic barrage of clips with little context, said Brownlee. Hello, Dollhouse. Quick, if you're watching this, hit pause and mute your Echo speaker so Amazon's you-know-who doesn't light up. Now, if the news anchor in this story had just done what I did, maybe this wouldn't have happened. See, Amazon's Alexa doesn't take a day off. She's always listening, and in 2017, she tried to order a bunch of dollhouses. First, a Dallas child managed to order a $162 dollhouse through her family's Echo Dot. Then, a reporter at a San Diego, California station covering the story said during the broadcast, "I love the little girl," saying, "Alexa ordered me a dollhouse." Yeah, you can guess what happened next. Every Alexa in hearing distance took it as a command. Most of the orders didn't actually go through since Alexa requires a verbal confirmation before making the purchase. Still, it's not a flawless system, and a year later, a commercial caused Alexa to order cat food for a viewer. A walk-in to remember. The internet has allowed interview from home to be possible, and that's what Professor Robert E. Kelly was doing with the BBC when he and his family unintentionally became stars in 2017. Kelly was discussing the impeachment of South Korea's then president when his daughter marched into the room. Then his son followed, propelling himself in a baby walker. Finally, Kelly's wife burst in after them, trying to corral them out of frame. Though the professor initially seemed distraught about the collision of his personal and professional worlds, most viewers found it funny, endearing, and completely relatable. That's one heck of a year for internet mishaps. Here's to another decade of entertainment served up by the worldwide interwebs. We'll see you in 2020. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Did we miss one of your favorites? Hit me up in the comments section below. Please smash that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell. And for more content just like this, be sure to check out digitaltrends.com.